60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Hustle, hustle.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They'll try the right side with Henry. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football, overtime, when you do it consistently.
Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted.
Brad, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, this guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
On red.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
And that'll be incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
2nd and 10.
Hey, I'm gun.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
He completes it to Julio Jones. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Now Lawrence.
Now he's got it. Touchdown. Julio Jones. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Jaguars take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. And this will be a Texans first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
You look at this Jaguar defense.
They've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
And being able to set the tone early in this game, because when you get down to it, it's that sign that we saw in their football facility when we visited with them. The one that said no explosives, no big plays, no chunk plays. That's what they've got to take care of.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Off the play fake, here's Willis.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
Walker was drafted because of his tools and potential down the line. A little bit of a slow start to his career, only 3.5 sacks as a rookie. The key for everyone in Jacksonville, just stay patient. he's got a chance to develop into something big.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Now on fourth down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away.
Back deep for Jacksonville, the dangerous Jamal Agnew.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
A man coming off an 1,100-yard campaign last year. Here's Travis Etienne.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Lawrence will throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 21 yards there on third down.
On first down, Lawrence.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The Jaguars at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
Take right over.
On first and 10, it's Lawrence. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Willis now off of play action.
He'll buy some time right. Looking for White, and he finds him.
He's across midfield.
And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Jaguars 7, Texans nothing.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Henry running right.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
On any running play this called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
From the gun, here's Willis.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Now Willis on first and 10.
He finds his man complete. That's Young. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Inside handoff, Henry. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Willis. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
They'll try to run for it with Henry. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Here's Willis. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry.
Touchdown, Texans! Derrick Henry from 6 yards away. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman of the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence.
And that is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
11.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down.
Man open, here is Jones. Touchdown, Jaguars. Julio Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. McManus's point after is good. And that makes the score 14-7.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
2nd down, here's Willis.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line.
Willis with it on 3rd and 1. A check down here for Henry.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Now Willis on 4th down.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 in the first.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
Touchdown, Jaguars!
Travis Etienne.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Jaguars will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. 19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10.
To throw, here's Willis.
Airing it out deep for Woods.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable, or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter.
For the Jaguars field goal, a 54-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this 2nd half.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. He targets Ingram for another grab.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another 1st first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the stick.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
And the Texans will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now 2nd and 10.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Willis back to the air on 2nd and 10.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Third down, it's Willis.
Flushed out right.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Again, it's Willis to throw it.
Buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Willis. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and giving him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Willis throws another interception, his 3rd of the game. And the Jags are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence again.
Jones has it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Play action. It's Lawrence. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Pretty secure lead, but what's the harm in adding another touchdown, right? At least that's what they were thinking on that snap. But if he wants to add more points, got to bring the throw down just a little bit and keep it in the end zone.
Looking downfield for Jones.
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. And the Texans will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Meanwhile, Willis' throw taken in by Collins.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Play action. Willis.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Willis now off play action.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. Here's Willis, 3rd and long.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The left side completion to Jones. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Running out of the gun with ETN.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
ETN diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the 2 teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter.
Let's go now.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
He completes it to Henry. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Willis.
Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down.
Trap 50, trap 50.
Willis looking to throw it. That'll be caught left side by Woods. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Houston. Robert Woods, 57 yards. And the Texans are able to cut into that deficit.
They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14.
Fairbairn at the kickoff for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Hey, Ron!
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Jalen Petrie picks it off.
And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. A big spot now for the Texans as they'll try for 2.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll try and run it in with Henry, but he will not get into the end zone. And that one hurts as it will remain a 2-score game here in the 4th. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This taken in at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And the pick 6 we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a 2-possession game as they control their destiny in this 4th quarter. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Another tote for Etienne.
Stiff-armed him. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Travis Etienne.
His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Jaguars look like they're about to put an end.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And a fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain, or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. Into space at the 45. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And, Charles, it's not very often an elite back becomes available. They jumped on him. I think they were smart to do so.
I agree, and we hear so often about how the running back position is devalued. But when you have a chance to get one of the truly best, top of his game, you go out and get him.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Henry up the middle, and he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Willis looking to throw it.
Complete to right. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
6-yard line. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Foyesade. And the Jaguars are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 7.
They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up
On 3rd down, here's Etienne.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville.
Well, Charles, I mean, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb.